And here my family was, and friends and people I didn't even know, out running around the woods hollering, "Faith! Faith! Faith!" They kept hollering faith. They was looking for faith, much like you are. Hey everyone, my name is Chad. I am a Jesus follower and I am the pastor here at Henderson General Baptist Church. And today I have a motivational word for the day, and it's faith. And I want to talk about the day that my family lost our faith. And in life it's tough because I read in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Another version puts it, faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It is the evidence of things we cannot see. For me today, I talk to you about the moment that we lost our faith. Now, I know that many people understand all the things we've been through in life and stuff like that. But what I want you to know is the other day, as a matter of fact, it was yesterday that we lost faith. Heather comes through and she tells me that the dog has left and Mitchell let the dog out. We didn't know where the dog had gone. We went through and we're hollering around for the dog. We're looking for the dog everywhere. It is cold outside. Heather has put it on Facebook. Heather's put it here. She's put it there. I mean, at one point, I have climbed up into my antenna on top of my house and was up there looking around trying to see if we could find the dog. After driving around for much time and all of this, I finally realized the dog is gone. Either somebody has picked the dog up, and I think in my mind, have we lost faith? See, what I realize about faith and what I understand about faith is that it seems to be fleeting sometimes. And what I realize is in Luke chapter 15, there's a story in there. And the story that sometimes people look at and they hear story, they think of it being false. This is a parable that Jesus gives. And he says, what about this one who's lost one sheep? What does he do? He goes out and finds that sheep. For someone else, they lost a coin. And he says, what does that person do? They search high and low until they find that coin. And then he talks about the prodigal son, the one who had left. And he was abandoned, and he abandoned his father, and he was lost until he came back home. See, for us, we wasn't a sheep, it wasn't a coin, it wasn't a person, it was the dog. And there was a moment that as I'm sitting there and I'm standing on top of my antenna for the second time, that I realized in life that sometimes we have to, as the psalmist wrote in Psalm chapter 46, verse 10, be still and know that I am God. He says, I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. But oftentimes what I find is that when faith is missing, life gets turned upside down and we wonder where God is. See, I thought for a moment, something I haven't told you, our dog's name is Faith. So when we lost faith, we lost our dog. And one moment we're driving along and I have Mitchell to my right side. I have my daughter Grace behind me and I have Caitlin on the other side, and we're all looking out through the fields driving around. And when I come back home after probably us looking for about 2 hours, I climbed up on that antenna one more time. I probably took about 5,000 steps walking through the woods, hollering out, faith, faith. I mean, sometimes it reminds us of us and the circumstances of life. The situations hit us and it's tough. And we lose our faith, much like we lost our dog. And what I realized was when I called Heather for the last time, I said, Heather, I think somebody has picked up faith. and she's probably gone. Sometimes it feels like our faith is much the same way. Gone. Gone forever because life circumstances hit and they didn't fit into what we wanted and we lost our faith. See, faith really is, and I give you this note, acting on what God has revealed about His will and character. See, I can trust God even whenever I feel like the world is crashing down around me, when I feel like we've lost the dog, if you will. And whenever you do that, I had somebody come in, but whenever you do that, I want you to think about the reality that faith is important in your life. Faith is important in my life, and our dog was important. And what we have to do is we have to act upon what God has shown us in His character. See, when I feel like the world is crashing down around me, feel like that we lost the dog, what I realize is that faith is what I'm hoping for in a God who has never let me down. See, faith, another note that I give you, is the confidence of my faith is based on God who fulfills His promises. My faith is the reality of what I've been hoping for, but it's not in things that I get, it's in the God who gives it, the promises He gives. It's the assurance is an active certainty that what God has promised will come to pass despite our not yet seeing it. That last time I was standing up on that antenna, I looked out and when I called Heather and I said, I think somebody's taken faith. I don't think she ran away. I think she's gone. I stood there for a moment and I said, God, the greatest miracles that I see in you is your whispers. I realize that in my life, I don't always see things the way you do, and I'm okay with that, because ultimately I need to see things through your eyes. God, if you would, let me just have a whisper. I don't often talk about all the whispers because God whispers to me a lot, and it's the greatest miracle that I see every day. And here my family was, and friends and people I didn't even know, out running around the woods hollering, faith, faith, faith. They kept hollering faith. They was looking for faith, much like you are today. Faith has left you. We think that she's gone forever. I came in the house, and I decided to go in Grace's room. And I opened up the door, no faith. And I went into the closet, and I opened up the closet. There was faith. Faith had never left. Faith was always there. I want you to know maybe you are struggling right now and you wonder where God is. And you think your faith is forever lost. Your faith is much closer to you than you can imagine. Yes, faith is your motivational word for the day. And with that, I want you to know that faith is the assurance of things that we hope for. Even though you don't have any evidence yet to prove it, it's there. Let faith remain close into your life. And I promise you, if you be still, you will know that He is God. May God bless you. May God keep you. May you go conquer your day. Go conquer your life. Know that God does have a purpose and a plan for your life. And know that when you lose faith, I promise you, it's a lot closer to you than you think. Just be still and be reminded of God and His promises. He will not leave you and He will not forsake you. I will catch you guys next time. Hey, don't forget, like, subscribe, share it with somebody. Go invite your one. What does that mean? Go invite somebody to watch this that you know could be helped with this. And then share it. And then put some kind of comment on the post. And then share why you like this and what it can do for your life. I will catch you guys next time.